Continuing the conversation with His Honor, the Mayor of Long Beach, Bob Foster. Bob, a lot of talk about your future political plans. You're legally eligible, as you know, to run for a third term as a write-in, as Beverly O'Neill did. Would you like to tell the audience today, at the beginning of the new year, what are your future political plans?
They're a bit up in the air. Look, I love being mayor. I think I've done a very good job for this city. I do it the best way I know how. I'm thinking very hard and giving it a lot of thought as to whether I'll run again. And I'll make that decision before the end of the year. So by the time this air shows, yeah, I'll have made that decision. And, you know, I need to do that with consultation with my wife and my family to see if it's something that they want to do.
Do you think anyone on the council can make a better mayor than you?
I'm not going to. I think there are some very good people on the council. Look, I have a record. My record speaks for itself. I think I've done this the best way I know how, and I think people have responded to that. I love this city, and I've tried to make it better. I meant what I said in that Good Friday speech, where I try to make the road a little wider, a little smoother for those behind me. I think I can stand on that. It really comes down to a personal choice as to whether or not my family and I want to pursue that. I'm giving it the kind of thought it deserves, to tell you the truth, Art.
You also had considered a statewide office and even formed a committee, but is that pretty much off the table?
Yeah,
now?
I'm not going to pursue any statewide office. I just decided that I just simply don't want to do that, and I'm going to, whatever I do, if it's either as mayor or in a private capacity, I'm still going to try to help this city and make it better.
Bob, you've been mayor for 6 years now. Anything surprised you about, is it different than you expected in some ways? Just talk about...
I know this is not the answer you want, but no, I haven't. You know, in my business life, I've been around politics a lot.
The mayor was president of Southern California Edison for a number of years and actually saved the company from bankruptcy, as other utilities did go bankrupt with the failed state deregulation plan. So he was kind of a hero to the investors and the employees, but then retired. And you could have played golf and enjoyed your various homes wherever, but you decided that you wanted to be of service to the city. But you had been up in Sacramento a long time, so you knew the political system.
I know the landscape, and you give me too much credit, but I know the landscape, and I've not been surprised by anything. Look, politics is a difficult business. You really are dealing with both interests and passions, and also the future. So people are going to disagree about that. You should never be upset because there's differences of opinion. What I do and what I've done in this job is said, I have a moral compass. I believe in what I think is right, and I will try to accomplish it. So my first question when I'm confronted with a problem is, what's the right thing to do?
What's the best for the city?
What's the right thing to do, however you define that? Now, I'm not saying that you don't overlay politics on that. Yeah, but it shouldn't be the other way around. You'll get many people at the first answer is, what's the politics? So where are the interests? How do the interests line up? Yeah. I actually don't weigh that. So I think, to me, that's the right way to do things. I don't always succeed in that, but I do the best I can. And as I said, whether it's mayor or as a private citizen, I'll continue to try to help the city. I will have an answer by the end of the year, and I will tell you, this has been a great experience. I have, for all sometimes the difficulty of being in office and the goldfish bowl you live in. I really have enjoyed it. It's been worthwhile.
I sometimes think that when you look at federal, state, and local, that mayor and local in some ways is the best, because it's where the rubber meets the road. As you get more removed, you get more philosophical, more purist, more loggerheads, more dysfunctional. But you can't afford to be dysfunctional at the local level.
You can't be an ideologue and be mayor or be in local government, because people stop you in Costco. It happens all the time, and most of them are very gracious. They go, "You're doing a great job. Thank you very much." It's a great thing to hear that.
Okay, we'll be back with the rest of our show after these messages.
When I was a boy growing up in Italy, I had a dream to own my own store. I came to the United States and I worked hard as a tailor. Hi, I'm Umberto. I've been in Long Beach since 1960, carrying the finest quality men's clothing. Italy's a long way away, but styles are just around the corner. Umberto, 2141 Bellflower, Long Beach.
Founded in 1976, Paulies Gourmet Coffee is Southern California's most complete gourmet coffee store. Paulies has the best tasting coffee, freshly roasted every day right in the store, plus a wide selection of teas, an in-house bakery, espresso bar, patio dining, and more. We also offer Wi-Fi, free internet access for all of our customers. Our nationwide clientele agree when it comes to coffee, there's only one name to remember, Paulies. 4606 East 2nd Street, welcoming you into Belmont Shore.
Take care of those who are closest to you, from our family to yours. McAllisters Jewelry, since 1932.
Phil Trainees mixes California style with continental cuisine that includes fresh seafood from around the world. Since Phil is the chef, the menu has a wide variety of pastas, salads, soups, and appetizers that feature his unique personal touch. And the Italian-American signature dishes are simply beyond delicious. You never know who you're going to run into at Trainees, from the famous sports legends on the Wall of Fame to local celebrities having a drink at the bar. For the best fine dining experience, visit Phil Trainees.
I believe that Mayor Foster has been a mayor committed to the best interests of Long Beach. He, together with his wife Nancy, have been involved in the community affairs long before he was elected mayor, and I believe they will continue to be involved for many years after his term is over. Nancy has been an eloquent spokesperson for many causes and has been an honest and open advocate about the challenges of mental illness. While the mayor has had his missteps, I believe that overall he has guided our city well, and such accomplishments as pension reform will provide long-term benefits to our city. It is my hope that the mayor will decide to run for a third term as a write-in to help complete the work he has started. Whatever he decides, we should thank Bob and Nancy for their service to our city, and we thank you.
Well, thank you, Art. Very gracious. I do want to say that I couldn't have done this job without Nancy's support. She's been a great first lady, and she's done an awful lot for this city.
Yes,
and she's really beloved and well deserved.
Yes. Thanks, Bob. Thanks for joining us.
Thank you.
Thank you at home for being our guest. Please be with us next week for the next edition of Straight Talk. Good night, everyone. Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Straight Talk has been brought to you by Southern California Edison, the Press Telegram, and remember, Straight Talk is viewable worldwide 24/7 at straighttalktv.com.